Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Thom Kenobi channel, and welcome back to the fourth installment of my The Rise of Skywalker Expanded Edition novel series. Today, I will be sharing a part of the book about when Kylo Ren finds the Emperor on Exogol and finds out that the Emperor is cloning himself. This is explained in the book, and yeah, after I will share my thoughts on it, and share some theories that are going around about this, or that could. Yeah, so let's get straight into it. Kylo Ren was Supreme Leader of the First Order. Before that, he had been the leader of the Knights of Ren. Before that, he had been the presumptive heir to the Skywalker legacy and the son of a princess. So he had been subjected to false flattery and sycophantic compliments his whole life, and he refused to give them power. Then, and especially now. "Who are you to speak of me?" The voice deepened, shaking with barely restrained power. "I am the one who led you here, who has foreseen your destiny." The figure moved closer. He was unspeakably frail, his body dangling from an enormous mechanism that disappeared into the darkness above. Kylo had seen this before while studying the Sith, and again while researching clues about Vader's Wayfinder. It was an Ommin Harness, a mechanical spine once worn by an ancient Sith king. Without it, the Emperor could not survive, but the Force itself belied any perception of frailty, because a cloud of darkness and need swelled from the creature, along with the power like Kylo had never before encountered. It was exhilarating. "The First Order was just a beginning," the creature said. "I will give you so much more." "You die first," Kylo said. "I've died before. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some would consider to be unnatural." Kylo knew better than to allow himself to feel kinship with the creature, but there was no denying that the Jedi would consider Kylo Ren to be unnatural too. "An abomination, a monster," the scavenger has said. He raised the tip of his lightsaber to the creature's face, which brought clarity to his features. The Emperor's eyes were filmed over with milky blindness, and vials punctured his neck. All the vials were empty of liquid save one, which was nearly depleted. Kylo peered closer. He had seen this apparatus before, too, when he had studied the Clone Wars as a boy. The liquid flowing into the living nightmare before him was fighting a losing battle to sustain the Emperor's putrid flesh.
What
"What could you give me?" Kylo asked. Emperor Palpatine lived after a fashion, and Kylo could feel it in his very bones that this clone body sheltered the Emperor's actual spirit. It was an imperfect vessel, though unable to contain his immense power. It couldn't last much longer. "Everything," Palpatine said. "A new empire." The creature raised his ruined hand. Kylo sensed him drawing on the Force, but before he could react, his surroundings disappeared as if into a fog, and a vision filled their place. A black void like space without stars. Then lightning flashed, revealing cracked ground. The barren landscape shook, then shattered. A mountain erupted onto the surface. Dirt and chunks of soil fell away, revealing a metal hull stripped with red. Around it, more mountains broke the surface, resolving into massive star destroyers, half again the size of the destroyers from the days of the Empire. A single giant obelisk erupted also, a navigation tower that would coordinate their final ascension. It unfurled like a metal flower, exposing its petal antenna to the violent sky. More ships arose, and more, until tens of thousands hovered in the atmosphere. "For a generation my disciples have labored," Emperor Palpatine said, his voice dark and deep. Kylo's heart was racing. So much power. A starfield of destroyers, the largest fleet the galaxy had ever known. The rumors were all true. Exogol was a world populated by the Sith Eternal, true believers in the dark side of the Force, devoting their lives to this. "They've built a fleet that will bring an end to the Galactic Rebellion once and for all." So guys, there we go. We just found out that the Emperor is a clone. So his body is a clone. It is deformed. It is not proper. It is not a proper clone. It's not a proper body. Um, it is sheltering the Emperor's actual spirit, as it said in the novel here. Yeah, interesting. So there's a lot of theories going around by this and a lot of discussion. A couple of weeks back as well, this was happening. Um, so yeah, when everyone that went to the convention got the novel earlier than everyone else. Um, yeah, but the Emperor's a clone, and it explains here that Kylo Ren studied the Clone Wars as a boy, which I think we found out in The Last Jedi, the movie. Um, yeah, and he, yeah, realized it was it was a clone body, as also explains later in the novel that the Emperor jumps and canon and legends, and I think this was explained in the movie a bit, but not as much as it is in the novel and as deeply explained it was. But the Sith, if they learn the power, especially the Emperor, can jump from cell to organism to create a clone body to shelter his spirit. Once it's fully grown and a proper body, it's always going to be a spirit, but it's going to be most of him there. And that's what he did in the end of the movie when he practically sucked the life force out of Ray and Ben. Yeah. So yeah. We also found out that was an Ommin Harness that the Emperor was on. Yeah. So it was only once worn by a Sith King. It is a mechanical spine, we found out. And the Emperor could not live without it, and there was a bunch of veils punched into his neck, which you could see in the movie. And they powered his life force, practically the clones the life force. Yeah. Like I said before, the Emperor can jump from body to body. And he tried to do that and that's what created his son. And then yeah, and then it didn't work, and his son was human. And yeah, he kept on doing it, and then Ray came along. So yeah, he tried to do it with Ray, but he couldn't, and then he got this deformed version, and he had to resort to that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the novel so far. Please let me know down below if you want to see more of these series. I do have a lot more planned. Yeah. So if you let me know if you read parts of the book and you want me to make videos on that about. Anyway, like the video if you guys did enjoy it and do enjoy this novel and the series I'm doing on it. I just enjoy Star Wars in general. Force push that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my uploads and this series. And in the top description, I'll leave the playlist of this series I have uploaded already. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. We found out that the Emperor is a clone. And until next time, may the Force be with you always.